Imagine starting each day not just feeling refreshed, but actively adding years to your life. It sounds too good to be true, right? But what if cutting-edge science reveals simple, daily habits that can profoundly impact your longevity and well-being? As we get older, our bodies and minds can start to feel the cumulative effects of years, often leaving us less vibrant than we'd like. We might wake up feeling sluggish, mentally foggy, or lacking the energy to tackle the day. And while we often blame aging or a busy schedule, the real secret might be something far simpler, yet incredibly powerful: your morning routine. Something as routine as your first 15 minutes awake could be quietly impacting your health and longevity one day at a time. In this video, we're going to uncover a 15-minute, science-backed morning routine specifically designed for seniors that can quiet inflammation, boost brain health, strengthen your heart, and even enhance your mood. The scary part is, these aren't dramatic lifestyle overhauls. These are quiet, yet powerful shifts that make a monumental difference over time, potentially adding a decade of healthy, vibrant living to your life. So stay with us, because you're about to learn how small, intentional actions each morning can protect your vitality, sharpen your mind, and make every new day a step towards a longer, healthier future. Why your morning routine is a longevity powerhouse after 60. At first glance, your mornings might just seem like a time to get ready for the day. But here's what most people don't realize, especially seniors. How you begin your day sets the biological, psychological, and emotional tone for the next 24 hours. When your body no longer rebounds the way it once did, neglecting your mornings does something subtle but powerful. It allows subtle inflammation to linger, hormone balances to stay off kilter, and your energy reserves to remain low. Consider this. Your body has its own internal clock, a circadian rhythm. What you do in the first few minutes after waking significantly influences this rhythm, affecting everything from your metabolism and immune function to your sleep quality the following night. Science shows that deliberate morning habits can actively reduce cellular aging, improve cardiovascular health, and even enhance cognitive function by setting positive neurochemical cascades. These positive effects aren't just about feeling good today. They accumulate over time, building resilience against age-related decline. Now, let's talk about something psychological that often goes unnoticed. A disorganized or reactive morning can subtly reinforce feelings of overwhelm and anxiety, especially for those facing emotional isolation. When you take control of your morning, it's a powerful act of self-care. Research in positive psychology shows that intentional morning rituals affect the way your brain processes daily stress and overall well-being. Seniors who regularly engage in a structured, positive morning routine often report feeling more calm, focused, and equipped to handle the day's challenges. So, while a rushed or unplanned morning may seem harmless, it's quietly placing strain on critical systems you need to protect in your later years: your heart, your brain, your immune system, and even your mood. It's not about making dramatic changes or waking up at 4 a.m. It's about learning what your body needs and honoring those small signals with powerful shifts. In the end, the most impactful adjustments are often the simplest. Component number 1, the 2-minute hydration and gut reset. You might be surprised to hear this, but the first 2 minutes of your morning can quietly sabotage or supercharge your health, especially as you get older. Many seniors instinctively reach for coffee or jump straight into their day. But the simple act of hydrating and resetting your gut can have unintended consequences if overlooked. Why it's crucial for longevity. Rehydration after sleep. Your body loses water during sleep. Rehydrating immediately kickstarts your metabolism, aids nutrient transport, and helps all your organs function optimally. Science shows that even mild dehydration can impair cognitive function and increase fatigue. Gut health activation. A glass of water, perhaps with lemon, helps to gently stimulate your digestive system. For older adults, who may experience slower digestion. This simple act encourages regular bowel movements and supports a healthy gut microbiome, which is crucial for immunity and mood. Detoxification support. Water acts as a natural flush, helping your kidneys eliminate toxins accumulated overnight. A well-functioning detoxification system reduces the burden on your body over years, potentially adding to healthy lifespan. This simple ritual isn't just about quenching thirst. It's about setting the stage for optimal bodily function. Let me share the story of Henry, a 74-year-old from Arizona. He used to grab coffee immediately, often feeling bloated and sluggish by mid-morning. After his doctor suggested incorporating a large glass of warm water with a squeeze of lemon as his very first act, he was skeptical. But within weeks, his morning digestion improved significantly. He felt lighter, his energy levels were more stable, and he even reported a clearer mind. He realized it wasn't just water, it was waking up my entire system. So, if you're in the habit of skipping morning hydration, take a moment to notice how your body feels when you wake up. Is your mouth dry? Do you feel sluggish? These little signs are your body's way of whispering, I need fuel. You don't have to drink a gallon. Just soften your routine with intentional hydration. Allow your body to gently awaken. You're not retreating from life. You're preparing so you can rise strong in it. Drink up. Wake up your longevity. Component number 2, the 5-minute mindful movement. You might be surprised to hear this, but curling up too tightly in the fetal position can quietly sabotage your breathing, circulation, and even emotional balance. Especially as you get older, many seniors instinctively curl up at night, knees drawn to the chest, arms tucked in, back rounded, just like we did as babies. It's a position that feels cozy, familiar, and secure. But when this natural instinct turns into an overly tight posture, it can have unintended consequences. When you sleep with your knees pulled tightly to your chest and your chin tucked down, you compress your chest cavity. That might not seem like a big deal at first, but over several hours, it limits your lungs' ability to fully expand. And for someone in their 60s or 70s whose lung capacity is already reduced compared to youth, this can further restrict the oxygen your body gets during critical periods of rest and repair. This breathing limitation isn't just about oxygen. It can affect your heart rhythm, your brain's ability to detoxify during sleep, and even your energy levels the next day. People who sleep too tightly curled often report grogginess, a foggy head, and feelings of anxiety that don't quite make sense. That's not just in their head. It's the result of shallow sleep caused by shallow breath. Then there's the issue of posture memory. Your body, especially in older age, adapts to the positions you spend the most time in. If you spend 6 to 8 hours every night curled tightly in a ball, your spine starts to remember that shape. Your neck becomes more forward-leaning. Your back rounds, your chest caves inward. Over time, this can contribute to a condition called kyphosis or a hunched upper back, which is common in elderly adults. It doesn't just affect how you look. It affects balance, digestion, lung function, and even self-confidence. One of the most powerful, yet often overlooked, components of a longevity-focused morning is 5 minutes of mindful movement. Many seniors wake up feeling stiff and immediately try to push through it. But gentle, intentional movement can quietly enhance your circulation, joint health, and even emotional balance. Why it's crucial for longevity. Joint lubrication and flexibility. During sleep, synovial fluid in your joints becomes stagnant. Gentle movement helps circulate this fluid, reducing stiffness and improving range of motion. This proactive care reduces the risk of arthritis progression and maintains mobility. Improves circulation. Light movement gets your blood flowing, delivering oxygen and nutrients to every cell in your body, including your brain and vital organs. Better circulation reduces the risk of clots and supports cardiovascular health. Spinal health. Gentle stretches help to realign your spine after hours in one position, decompressing discs and reducing morning aches. This contributes to better posture and reduced back pain over years. Mood and energy boost. Physical activity releases endorphins, natural mood elevators. This immediate boost can combat morning grogginess and set a positive tone for the day, reducing stress hormones that accelerate aging. This isn't about intense exercise. It's about awakening your body with kindness. Let me share the story of Shirley, a 78-year-old woman from Michigan. After her husband passed away, she found herself waking up feeling increasingly stiff and reluctant to move. She didn't think much of it until she began having difficulty with simple tasks like bending to tie her shoes. A physical therapist noticed her morning routine and suggested simple bed stretches and chair yoga for just 5 minutes. Within weeks, her morning stiffness faded, her mobility improved, and she even said she felt lighter and more agile. She realized it wasn't just movement, it was waking up my joy of living. So, if you're in the habit of skipping mindful movement in the morning, take a moment to notice how your body feels when you wake up. Are your shoulders stiff? Is your neck sore? Does your chest feel tight? These little signs are your body's way of whispering, I need to move. You don't have to join a gym. Just soften your approach. Allow your body to drift into gentle motion. You're not retreating from life. You're activating so you can rise strong in it. Move gently, live gracefully. Component number 3, the 3-minute brain boost, gratitude, and intention. Visual, image of a person writing in a journal, then a brain graphic lighting up. Animated graphic showing positive neural pathways forming. Many seniors unknowingly suffer from chronic dehydration, simply not drinking enough water throughout the day. It seems like a minor oversight, but for those over 60, it can trigger a cascade of physical and cognitive issues that build up day after day. Why it's so crucial to avoid. Cognitive impairment. Even mild dehydration can lead to brain fog, difficulty concentrating, memory issues, and irritability. For seniors, this can be mistaken for more serious cognitive decline. Fatigue and low energy. Water is vital for nearly every bodily function, including energy production. Dehydration can leave you feeling constantly tired and sluggish. Kidney strain. Your kidneys work hard to filter waste from your blood, and they need adequate water to do their job efficiently. Chronic dehydration can put significant strain on your kidneys. Digestive issues. Water helps move food through your digestive system. A lack of it can lead to constipation, which is a common problem for seniors. Increased risk of falls. Dehydration can cause dizziness and lightheadedness, increasing the risk of falls, which are a major concern for older adults. Your brain is your most precious asset for longevity, and dedicating just 3 minutes to a brain boost of gratitude and intention can quietly enhance your cognitive function, emotional resilience, and overall mental well-being. Many seniors wake up to a flurry of news or worries, but this simple practice can shift your entire mental landscape. Why it's crucial for longevity. Neuroplasticity and cognitive reserve. Focusing on gratitude and setting intentions engages areas of the brain involved in memory, problem solving, and emotional regulation. This practice fosters neuroplasticity, helping your brain adapt and build cognitive reserve against decline. Reduced stress hormones. Starting your day with gratitude lowers cortisol levels, the stress hormone that can damage brain cells and contribute to chronic disease over time. A calmer mind supports a healthier body. Improved mood and outlook. Intentionally focusing on positive aspects of your life and setting clear intentions for the day can significantly boost your mood, reduce anxiety, and cultivate a sense of purpose, which is strongly linked to longevity. Enhanced sleep quality. A positive mental state cultivated in the morning can lead to better sleep at night, as your brain is less likely to be burdened by unresolved anxieties, contributing to deeper restorative rest. This isn't about ignoring challenges. It's about proactively cultivating mental strength. Take, for example, Gary, a 74-year-old veteran from Oregon. after developing acid reflux, he began sleeping in his recliner most nights. At first, it helped his symptoms, but then he started noticing numbness in his hands, and his neck was always sore in the morning. His doctor suggested he elevate the head of his bed instead of sleeping upright. So, Gary invested in an adjustable bed and supportive wedge pillows. That small change allowed him to sleep at an incline without sacrificing spinal alignment. Within 2 weeks, his symptoms improved and he finally felt rested again. It's important to recognize that while reclined sleeping might seem like a short-term fix, it often becomes a long-term trap. The body adapts to the position, but not in a healthy way. Gary, a 74-year-old veteran, used to wake up feeling overwhelmed by the news and daily stresses. He often felt anxious and scattered. His doctor suggested a simple practice, spending 3 minutes writing down 3 things he was grateful for and 1 small intention for his day. At first, he found it challenging, but within weeks, his morning anxiety faded. He felt more focused, and even his memory seemed sharper. He realized it wasn't just journaling, it was training my brain for happiness. So, if you're in the habit of letting your mind drift to worries in the morning, take a moment to notice how you feel. Do you feel overwhelmed? Foggy? These little signs are your brain's way of whispering, I need positive direction. You don't have to meditate for hours. Just soften your approach. Allow your mind to drift towards what's good. You're not retreating from life. You're preparing so you can rise strong in it. Think well, live longer. Component number 4, the 4-minute nutrient nudge. First, let's consider what happens to the neck. In order to breathe while lying face down, you have to twist your head to one side for hours at a time. That puts enormous pressure on the cervical spine, especially between the C1 and C4 vertebrae. Over time, this can lead to nerve compression, limited neck mobility, or even chronic vertigo. Many seniors who sleep on their stomach wake up with dizziness, neck pain, or a sensation of tightness in the jaw or shoulders without realizing where it's coming from. But the issues don't stop at the neck. Sleeping on your stomach flattens the natural curve of your spine. Your lower back sinks downward, placing continuous pressure on the lumbar region. This can cause subtle spinal misalignment, which may not show up immediately, but often leads to stiffness, inflammation, and disc issues later on. For older adults who already have osteoarthritis or spinal degeneration, this position can make symptoms worse or accelerate joint breakdown. Another concern that many don't think about is organ compression. When you lie on your stomach, your chest and abdomen are pressed down against the mattress. This restricts natural lung expansion and can reduce oxygen intake during sleep. You may not notice it consciously, but your body takes in shallow breaths throughout the night. Reduced oxygen affects how well your brain and muscles recover. It may explain why some people feel groggy or mentally foggy after a full night's sleep in this position. Stomach sleeping can also impact digestion. Pressing your stomach against a firm surface for hours can disturb the natural flow of digestion and even worsen issues like acid reflux or bloating. When digestion slows, you might wake up feeling heavy or uncomfortable, not just in your belly, but throughout your entire body. One small pressure point can have ripple effects on how you feel throughout the day. Psychologically, sleeping in a face-down position may also be associated with a defensive or withdrawn state. In sleep research, this position is sometimes linked with heightened tension in the body, especially in people who struggle with anxiety or emotional overwhelm. It's almost as if the body is curling into itself for protection. While this doesn't apply to everyone, many seniors find that shifting to a more open position, like side sleeping with proper support, helps them feel more emotionally balanced and physically refreshed in the morning. A vital component of a longevity-boosting morning is a quick 4-minute nutrient nudge. Many seniors either skip breakfast or opt for quick, often nutrient-poor options. But for those over 60, this initial nutritional input can quietly impact your energy levels, cognitive function, and long-term health. Why it's crucial for longevity. Blood sugar stabilization. Providing healthy nutrients in the morning, especially protein and fiber, helps stabilize blood sugar levels, preventing mid-morning crashes and reducing the risk of type 2 diabetes, a major factor in accelerated aging. Brain fuel. Your brain needs consistent fuel. A nutrient-dense start feeds your brain, improving focus, memory, and cognitive performance throughout the day. Metabolism kickstart. Eating a balanced breakfast signals to your body that it's time to fire up your metabolism, helping with weight management and energy production. Muscle preservation. For seniors, a morning dose of protein is crucial to combat sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, and maintain strength. Studies show protein at breakfast is key for muscle protein synthesis. This isn't about preparing a gourmet meal. It's about providing essential building blocks efficiently. Take Linda, a 71-year-old from Minnesota. She always skipped breakfast, grabbing a quick cookie or nothing at all, often feeling tired and irritable by 10 a.m. In recent years, she started waking up with severe backaches and headaches. Her physical therapist suggested she try a small, nutrient-dense breakfast, a handful of berries with Greek yogurt, and a sprinkle of nuts. At first, she resisted. It felt unnatural to eat early. But within a month, she noticed her sleep was deeper, her mood better, and her pain significantly reduced. Sometimes changing a lifelong habit feels like an uphill battle. But in her case, it was the key to waking up feeling whole again. So, if you're used to neglecting morning nutrition, consider slowly retraining yourself. Start by using pillows to support side sleeping or even slightly elevated back sleeping if that's more comfortable. Focus on quick, easy options like a smoothie, a hard-boiled egg with an apple, or oatmeal with berries. What matters most is giving your body a chance to fully restore each night without pressure points, twisted joints, or blocked airways. Fuel smartly, thrive vibrantly. Component number 5, the 1-minute connection call. Lying flat on your back might sound like the most neutral, even natural position. And in many ways, it can be if it's done right. But for seniors who sleep on their backs without proper support, this seemingly harmless position can slowly trigger a cascade of health issues that grow worse with time, often without any obvious signs in the beginning. When you're young, your spine is more flexible and your muscles are strong enough to support the natural curves of your body, even on a flat surface. But as we age, our muscle tone changes. The lumbar curve in your lower back tends to flatten out and your hips may tilt slightly forward. If you lie flat without lumbar support, the spine isn't held in its ideal position and gravity begins to pull your pelvis downward while your lower back arches unnaturally upward. This creates subtle tension through the lower spine that may not wake you during the night, but certainly accumulates into tightness and stiffness in the morning. In fact, one of the most common complaints among older adults who sleep on their backs is waking up with tight hamstrings, aching lower backs, or even hip discomfort that seems to come out of nowhere. But it isn't random. It's often the direct result of sleeping in a way that leaves the spine and pelvis floating without support. Another major concern is sleep apnea. For many seniors, back sleeping increases the risk of airway obstruction. When you lie flat on your back, your tongue can fall backward toward your throat, partially blocking the airway and causing snoring, disrupted breathing, or even prolonged pauses in breathing. Even mild apnea can lower oxygen levels and rob your brain of the deep sleep it needs to clear out waste, consolidate memory, and repair cells. Over time, this has been linked to cognitive decline and reduced heart health. But the problem doesn't end there. Unsupported back sleeping can also worsen acid reflux without a slight incline or pillow support under the head and upper back stomach. Acid can more easily travel upward into the esophagus, especially if you've eaten a late meal. That burning sensation or coughing fit at 2 a.m. might not be indigestion alone. It might be your sleeping position aggravating an already sensitive digestive system. Psychologically, this position can be a double-edged sword. While some people feel completely at ease on their backs, others experience vulnerability or restlessness, particularly if they're alone or dealing with anxiety. Lying flat with nothing supporting your body can feel like being exposed, both physically and emotionally. For some, this can contribute to shallow breathing, difficulty falling asleep, or even nighttime panic. A powerful, yet often overlooked, ingredient in a longer, healthier life is social connection. Dedicating just 1 minute to reaching out and connecting can profoundly impact your mental and physical health, especially for seniors. Many older adults face increasing isolation, but this simple habit can counteract its silent dangers. Why it's crucial for longevity: reduce stress and loneliness. Human connection is a powerful antidote to stress and loneliness, both of which are major risk factors for chronic disease and accelerated aging. Studies consistently link strong social ties to longer lifespans. Brain health boost. Engaging in conversation or even just seeing a loved one's face activates neural pathways that keep your brain sharp and engaged, fighting cognitive decline. Emotional resilience. Knowing you are connected and cared for fosters a sense of security and well-being, improving your ability to cope with life's challenges. Accountability and purpose. A quick morning check-in can provide a sense of routine and purpose, knowing someone is expecting your call or message. This isn't about long, drawn-out conversations. It's about a brief, meaningful moment of connection. Take George, a 76-year-old retired school principal from Indiana. He lived alone and often felt a sense of quiet solitude in the mornings. He never thought twice about it until his doctor pointed out the link between social isolation and his worsening fatigue. After his doctor suggested a simple practice, a 1-minute call or video message to a family member or friend each morning, he was hesitant. But within weeks, he noticed an immediate difference. His back no longer ached in the morning. He felt more cheerful, his breathing felt deeper, and he actually stayed asleep longer. It wasn't about changing the position itself. It was about supporting his body better within it. George started sending a quick text or making a brief video call to his daughter or a friend. He never thought it would make a difference, but within a month, he felt a profound shift. His mood lifted, he felt more energetic, and the mornings felt less empty. He realized it wasn't just a call, it was a daily dose of belonging. If you're someone who often feels isolated in the mornings, don't worry. You don't have to give it up. But it's important to support your natural curves. Reach out to a loved one, send a quick message, or even just say good morning to a neighbor. These tiny changes can make a world of difference. Connect deeply, live fully. Final thoughts. Embrace your mornings, embrace a longer life. By now, you might be realizing that your morning isn't just about getting ready. It's about how you begin your entire day. The habits you settle into, minute after minute, might seem harmless or even insignificant, but for many older adults, they're laying the foundation for their future vitality, or quietly doing more damage than they realize. Each component we covered today, whether it's the hydration and gut reset, mindful movement, the brain boost of gratitude and intention, the nutrient nudge, or the connection call, has its own unique way of reducing inflammation, boosting brain health, strengthening your heart, and enhancing your mood. But here's the good news. You're not stuck with past habits. Awareness is the first step toward change. And the fact that you watched this far means you care about your health, your longevity, and your quality of life. That matters because even small, consistent shifts like these 15 minutes each morning can lead to huge improvements over time, potentially adding a decade of healthy, vibrant living to your life. So tonight, when you consider your morning, take a moment to plan your first 15 minutes. Will you hydrate, move, reflect, nourish, connect? Ask yourself those questions, not out of fear, but out of self-care. Because the way you begin your day isn't just a habit. It's a choice, a daily opportunity to nurture your body, restore your energy, and protect your future. Thank you for joining us today. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.